In May 1945, the war in Europe had come to an end. Berlin lay in ruins after weeks of relentless fighting. The city
expected to be independent of combat at the surface or replenished. For the soldiers of the defeated Wehrmacht, captivity now replaced combat.
Millions of German soldiers were taken prisoner in the final weeks of the war.
Only days earlier, the Red Army had surrounded the city. On May 2nd, the Berlin garrison surrendered.
Many were marched through cities they had once defended.
In the hide in the world. Most carried only what they could hold in their hands.
Germany's defeat was total. The capital was unrecognizable.
The unconditional surrender of the Wehrmacht came into effect on May 8th.
For many prisoners, the march was only the beginning.
Over 3 million German soldiers fell into Soviet captivity.
'23. In the Soviet Union, many prisoners faced hunger, disease, and forced labor. Remnants of WWII administrate they and clean was spread forever. And each with a thief.
Little win. Conditions would vary greatly depending on where a prisoner was held.
Real Marist film drinking and clothing realised only for coming overnight. They will leave the trust on our sides. Very generous Western Allied camps were generally more humane. In the grand race for the judgment consulting, I would call them.
Hundreds of thousands would never return.
Built on the prison. Our vote at left is finally, but its waste is stultish of them. The war had ended, but its consequences were only beginning.
Families across Europe waited years for news.
We can't force all into challenge as possible. Some prisoners would not be released until the mid-1950s.
Until the conference of maturity transition. In fact, from the bay was gorged of every power that maturity. Roughly 2 million German prisoners eventually returned from Soviet captivity. I think the Tom one day he was the route were band. They don't see Kurt Lewell needs.
An estimated 1.3 million were dead or missing.
In favor, what became now our, every investment that saved. This was the final chapter of the war in Europe.